Now we are looking at swapping the incoming links. So here we are in the function for swapping the parents. With these three lines we have swapped the parents, and now we are looking at the current parent of node 1. Remember, this was previously the parent of node 2. So we now want to take care of the incoming links from the parents. So first question we ask is, well, is the parent for node 1 a null pointer? If it is a null pointer, then there is no question of modifying incoming link. Okay, then there is nothing to do. However, if this is not a null pointer, then what should we do? We should come in and ask question that this node 2, was it previously a left child of this particular parent node? If it was, then what we should do is we should attach the node 1 as the left child of this parent. Otherwise, we are going to attach node 1 as the right child of this parent. Okay, so that's how we will take care of the incoming links from the parent for the parent of node 1, and we are going to repeat exact same procedure for the parent of node 2. Okay, so if you see, we are doing exact same thing, just node 1 and node 2 are replaced. So we ask question, if the parent of node 2 is null. If it is null, then there is nothing to do. We'll skip this whole block. However, if it is not null, then we know that this was originally a parent of node 1. So we ask question, this node 1, was it a left child of the current node 2's parent? If it was, then for this node 2 parent, what should I do? I should set the left child as node 2. Otherwise, this node 2 should be set as the right child of the parent. Okay, so that's how we take care of modifying incoming links coming from the parents. And now let's go and do the same thing for children. Okay, so now we have swapped these children. Okay, so now what I should do is I should ask question if and let's look at the left child of n1. If n1 get this node 1, okay, node 1, and if I get the left child, if it is not equal to null pointer, then I will do something. What will I do? I will go to that particular node. I will go to node 1 and I will get the left child, and for this particular node I am going to go and set the parent as the parent should be again set to node 1, because the currently attached child to the left of node 1 was actually the child of node 2. So for this particular node, the parent value is currently node 2. So what we should do is we should set this to node 1. Okay, that is what we have to do. Okay, so if this left child exists, then we have to change, and similarly I have to ask question if the right if the node 2's left child exists. So if node 2 get left child, if it is not null pointer, then what should I do? Node 2 get left child, and for that node set the parent node as node 2. Okay, that's how I will set the left child's incoming links. And now I have to do the same thing for the right child. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this block and save my typing efforts, and what I'll do is I'll say that if node 1 get not left but right child, then node 1 get right child and set parent node 1, and similarly node 2 get right child and then right child, set parent as node 2. That takes care of swapping the nodes completely So once I have swapped these nodes, what was our logic? Let's go back and check. We said that once you swap the nodes, what do? You simply delete the node that you want to delete, because now you have shifted it. So we have to go to code blocks, and now that you have swapped these nodes, you should call delete node operation on node point. That's the way it should work. Okay, so first let's compile and take care of any of the compilation issues. So what are the issues? Okay, error. Left C is private. Okay, so I should say it should be get left C, right? Get left child. Okay, and then I suspect we'll have the same problem here. Again, it should be get left child. Then what is the next issue? So that takes care of the at least compilation issues, but we are not sure about the correctness. Okay, so let's go and to our example. Now instead of searching for 8, let's search for 10, because 10 is a node that has 2 children, right? Again, to remind you, we created a tree with 10, 8, 5 and 20, and then we search for 10, so we get the address for a node that contains 10, and then we will delete that node. Okay, and let's see if that works. So let me build it, and let's go to our command prompt and see what happens. Let me clear and let's execute. So now there is some issue, right? So what is happening? We deleted the node 10, but what is happening is only node 10 is remaining in our tree. Okay, so there is some logical problem with our code. So somewhere our logic has gone wrong. So let's see what has happened. Okay, so what went wrong? So where is the code? Our binary search tree implementation file. Here it is. Okay, so here is the code for deleting. We swapped the nodes. And then we said delete, but we never thought if the node that we want to delete, this node ptr, is actually the root node. Okay, that was one possibility, right? We never took care of that possibility. So let's add one thing here. Okay, we will say that if the node that you want to delete is equal to the head node, in that case, let's go and see in our binary search tree, root. It's not head, we call it root, right? So if this is same as the root, then what should we do? Then we should set root as the successor. That's what was missing. Okay, so now let's compile this, build this and go and run this. And now you can see the difference. Okay, so initially we again created the tree with 4 nodes, 5, 8, 10, 20, and these are the 3 traversals. Then we searched for 10 and then we deleted 10. Okay, and then the remaining tree is in order traversal 5, 8 and 20, and the pre-order traversal begins with 20, which means that 20 is now the root of my tree. If 20 is root, then 20 was also the successor of 10, right? So 10 got replaced with 20, and 5 is the left child. Is that right? The 5 and 8 are in the left subtree. Okay, but who is the left child? That we still have to find out. Okay, so 8 is the left child because in pre-order traversal after 20 comes the 8. Okay, so remember pre-order traversal starts from the root and next is the left child of the root if it exists. Okay, and it exists, so the tree is currently root as 20, 8 as the left child of 20, and then 5 is the left child of 8. Okay, so our deletion of node with 2 children works fine. But you have to remember one thing, that I have done very limited testing of my code. Okay, so there is no guarantee that this particular code is 100% correct. I have tried to follow our logic in CS203 as much as possible, and I have tried to code live in front of you so that you understand the process through which you should go while coding, and understand that there is nothing called perfect code in one go. Okay, so you must have seen that I made many mistakes while coding. There were compilation errors, there were logical errors, there were problems with setting the paths and so on. So while coding, getting all these problems is natural, you should not panic, but the point is to build your code step by step. You must have noticed that when we wanted to delete the node, let me show you our logic. When we wrote the logic for deletion of the node, we did not write that logic to last details. Okay, we just said that, oh, if node has 0 children, let's do something. If node has 1 child, we'll do something. And if node has 2 children, then there is something that we'll do. But we never wrote down those last details. Okay, so what does it means that delete the node? So we wrote for delete node, if you notice here in the right corner, but we did not write the detailed logic for replace node with child. We did not write detailed logic for swap nodes. Okay, and that's where we made the mistakes, right? And we missed an important line here, that if the node that we want to delete is a root node, then we should change the root pointer. Okay, so this is what happens when we don't work the details in our pseudocode. Whereas if you talk about search operation, if you talk about pre-order in order traversal, or if you talk about finding out successor, all these operations, adding a node, for all these operations we always wrote down the finest details that are required, and that's why we could code them pretty fast. But when we coded deletion of node, it took a significant amount of time because we did not work on our design, we did not work on our pseudocode to the last detail. Okay, so that's a take home lesson, that if you want to code fast, if you want to code correct, then you should spend time on design, you should spend time on your pseudocode. If you directly sit down to write the code with ambiguous idea, half-baked ideas, only high-level ideas, coding would take far more time and it will be difficult. Okay, so that's about coding the binary search tree in C++. All this code I will make available for you to download and use.